What is up, guys? My name is the Raptor, and today we're going to be talking about YouTube rivalries. It's not a very good title, actually, in my opinion. If you can think of a better title, having watched this video, leave a comment down below, and I might actually change the name of the video, because I just really couldn't think of a good title to sum up what this video is about. But we're going to be talking about YouTube rivalries. We're going to be talking about how people seem to really enjoy hating on other YouTubers. So I'm talking about YouTubers versus YouTubers right now. And if you upload videos by yourself, then you probably will have a better appreciation for this topic, but it doesn't mean that you won't understand what I'm talking about if you're not into uploading videos. So stick around, and hopefully this video will make you think a little bit. So I upload mainly Call of Duty tips, tricks, and news. That's my thing. In my time on YouTube, I've done many other things, and I would be a much more successful channel right now if I had stuck to one thing and stopped moving around. But there you go. You live and learn. And that's one approach to doing Call of Duty YouTube. But, by the way, little side note, every time I refer to YouTube in this video, I am referring to specifically Call of Duty videos on YouTube. I'm not really concerned with all of the other genres of video on this website, so just to clear that up. But anyway, that's just one approach to doing Call of Duty videos. You could do montages, you could do, I don't even know, reaction videos, trolling videos. But the other main type of channel that I'm focusing on is the type of channel that does very topic-based commentaries, where they will, very like this video. This video is a classic example of it. They're very opinion-based, and channels that only do videos like that are 100% reliant on people warming to them as a person, people finding their personality interesting, their videos entertaining. It's about entertainment, it's about being thought-provoking, and that already, I hope you can realize how different that is as a type of video to my usual type of videos, or the type of videos that Ali A or TmarTn do. They're just not really comparable. And basically the reason why I'm doing this video is I am sick to death of hearing commentators that I otherwise really enjoy and respect bashing people like Ali and TmarTn. This video, pretty much, I could have called it sticking up for Ali A and TmarTn and all the other guys who do videos like that, including myself, because I feel like we as a genre, as a type of YouTuber, get way more stick and way more hate than we deserve. And if you're already gravitating towards the dislike button just because you're like, oh, Ali A and TmarTn, hate those guys, money whores, then you're probably beyond saving. You should probably just don't bother watching the rest of the video. If you're not prepared to be open-minded and think about things in a different way, then there's no point watching this video. And feel free to dislike and leave. You're not welcome here. But if you are a little bit more open-minded, then just reserve your judgment, and let me kind of explain my position to you a little bit more. Hear me out. And as an example, as a sort of analogy, let's talk about the food business. So at one end of the spectrum, you have got McDonald's. All right, they are a multi-billion-dollar corporation. They are businessmen, first and foremost. And they cater to the mass market. They cater to a global need that people have for fast food, for a quick meal, for something that they know what they're going to get. They don't go there to socialize or anything. It is not a friendly, I would say, it's not really a friendly atmosphere or a friendly establishment. It's simply providing a service. It's quite clinical and business-like in that way. And they are incredibly successful, of course. They cater to that mass market. They know exactly what their aim is, and they are very good at achieving that aim. They're not very inventive or creative. I mean, when was the last time that you saw McDonald's actually innovate a new item on their menus? I mean, yes, they're bringing out stuff every so often, but it's basically just repackaging and rebranding the same old stuff. It's not really anything new. So they're not very inventive or creative, but they are very successful in doing what they do. And at the other end of the spectrum of the catering industry, you have small establishments, one-off type places owned by an individual or perhaps run by a family. And as an example, let's say that as an individual you decide you're going to set up a gaming bar. It's a really cool idea. I've actually heard a few people talking about recently online, and I definitely want to go to one at some point. So if you guys know about any, then feel free to let me know. But yeah, so you're going to set up a gaming bar, and you're attracting a very niche market there. You're basically only going to attract people who are gamers, and let's say that the quality of the food and drink is pretty good, so it's a little bit more pricey than the McDonald's down the road. But what you're paying for is a higher quality product, and you're paying for the atmosphere, the personal feel of it. Right? As a customer, when you go there, you're going for the conversation, for playing games and stuff there, for the atmosphere. It's just a completely different service that you're paying for than if you were to go to McDonald's and you're just paying for fuel, basically. You're just paying, I need food, give me cheap food that's not of very high quality, but it will get me through the day. And as the owner of such a gaming bar, you are never going to be as successful as McDonald's, right? That's not going to turn into a multi-billion-dollar, multinational corporation. It's your little slice of the market. It's your little, it's your baby, right? It's you've created it from the ground up. You've injected all your heart and soul and your personality into the place, and it's got a really personal, individual, unique atmosphere and feel to it. Now, if you're the owner of that establishment, do you spend every day of your life hating McDonald's down the road and just wishing that they were, oh, I hate that they're so successful, they're stealing away all my customers, it's just so unfair, like, I work so hard injecting all my personality into this place and people are just going to go to McDonald's instead, and I'm never going to be as successful as them, it's not fair. Of course, you don't do that. That would be utterly ridiculous, because they're not stealing their customers away from you at all. People, like I said, are going to those two different places for two completely different needs, and they're not gonna, when they're in need of a quick meal, they're not gonna come to yours, and when they want to go and hang out somewhere with their friends or meet someone and have a good time, they're not gonna go to McDonald's. No one sits in McDonald's and chats for an hour, okay? It just does not happen. They're two different needs that you're fulfilling. And you are never going to be as successful as McDonald's. It would be so insane to start a small establishment like that and be like, I'm going to be as big as McDonald's one day. Right? It's just not going to happen. Now, what I don't understand is why YouTubers can't be like this. If you're Ali or TmarTn, you are McDonald's. You cater to the mass market. If you look at YouTube viewers, not subscribers, although that's the same to a certain extent, but viewers mainly, the vast majority of views on YouTube are people casually coming onto YouTube and watching the odd video, and perhaps subscribing, perhaps liking, but they are not, most of the views on YouTube are not people who are subscribed to a channel and who are loyally watching all of their videos all the way to the end, commenting, interacting. That is the tiny minority. And Ali is a businessman with his channel. I actually have enormous respect for the way he runs his channel. It's very shrewd, I think, and I think he deserves all the success that he's got because he's run his channel in such a way that he has earned that success, and he knows that the mass market on YouTube is people, okay, let's talk about COD YouTube specifically. There's a lot of people who just want tips and tricks, an easy way to improve at the game, an easy medium to find out about the latest news for the next Call of Duty, that kind of thing. And he provides that service. He provides that service in an easy to digest way, in short videos that are not particularly rambling or whatever. He is McDonald's. He's going to give them a happy meal. They're going to go on their merry way, and they might subscribe. They might come back if they like the happy meal. Might come back next week for another McDonald's meal when they're in a rush, okay? I actually think this is a pretty good metaphor. I'm quite proud of this, but anyway. And then at the other end of the scale on YouTube, you have small commentary, topic-based channels where they rely on people warming to them individually, warming to their personality, and they're the gaming bar owners. They are providing a completely different service. People go to those videos if they want to think, if they want to find out about different ideas, if they want to expand their thinking, or if they just really, really like the person. I mean, it's just completely different. I can't stress enough how you can't really compare Ali A and a small commentary-based channel. And as that small channel, you're never going to achieve the same success. You're never going to get millions of subscribers because you're not choosing to cater to the mass market. You're choosing to be more of a niche market. You are only going to attract people who find you personally entertaining. It's all about a personal thing. But the trade-off is that you get to pour your heart and soul into your videos. You get to express your opinions, you get to have debate with people, and I think that's something that, if you run a channel like Ali A, you sacrifice that element of being a YouTuber. You sacrifice the personal touch. And so it's basically, you cannot have both. You choose to go one way or the other. Of course, I usually do informative, not very personal videos. This, on the other hand, is a very personal video, and I'm expressing my opinions. You can do both, but this is an oddity for me. I mean, I don't usually do videos like this. If you really like this video and you want me to do more, then let me know. But I'm so fed up of hearing YouTubers who do commentaries hating on YouTubers who do news and tips and saying, oh, you're just regurgitating information, you're not creative, you're not innovative, you don't deserve the success you have, you're a money whore, a corporate slave, all of these things I've heard before. And it's just so idiotic because you're trying to compare two very, very different things. You don't necessarily need to be very inventive and creative if you're McDonald's. You just need to stick to what you know and deliver the thing to the mass market. If you're Ali A, you don't necessarily need to be creative or inventive. What you need to do is you need to do a hell of a lot of research to find out all the latest news. You have your sources, you try and get... I mean, the whole pressure and stress of trying to get videos up before everyone else is a whole thing that you just don't have to worry about if you're a very commentary-based channel and you're not trying to get in there first. It doesn't really matter what else is going on in the community if you're one of those channels, except that you can do commentaries on it, of course. But the whole pressure of trying to be the first to upload that video and all that stuff, that requires a lot of dedicated and disciplined work, and it requires a lot of organization and a lot of research, and they're just skills that are different to what you might need if you're a commentator. And it's just so ridiculous to compare them and for people to get so butthurt about the entire issue and to get so jealous and up themselves. So yeah, that pretty much concludes everything I have to say on this topic, really. I had to edit the end of this commentary quite heavily because I just ended up being really, really ranty, and I cut all of that out because it started being really incoherent and stupid, and no one really wants to listen to that. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this type of video where I'm being more of a commentator, I mean, I quite enjoyed making this. It was quite good to vent and to express my opinions on the matter. Then if you are interested in that, leave a like to show your support, and let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos like this. Perhaps leave some topics even for me to commentate about. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.